Hello.
Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing?
We're doing good.
Yes. Look at this beautiful, fancy panel here.
Everybody fancy.
Fancy, y'all. All right. So, hello, my fancy, fabulous friends. Welcome to the Fancysphere. It is Fancy Fit Friday again.
Friday.
All right, so this fancy chat is now in session.
Yes.
All right, guys, this is Fancy Fit Friday. It is all about fitness, fashion, and all things fancy, honey.
Yes.
So we have introducing Penny of Penny's Lifestyle Living. How are you doing, Penny?
Hi.
And then I have Gwendolyn of Gwendolyn Ray Inspires. How are you doing?
Doing good, ladies.
You swing me with the red here, Miss Gwendolyn.
Yeah,
Okay,
we were thinking like today. I don't know.
we were coordinating, huh?
Yes.
You're keeping me red. So it is so great to have you ladies back. Thank you, my fancy, fabulous friends, for joining us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's get this started right with our fancy fact of the day. So as you guys can see, our topic for today is intermittent fasting. So our fancy fact of the day has a lot to do with it. And we have the 5 benefits of intermittent fasting for our fancy facts. So, number 1, weight loss. Then a lower risk of type 2 diabetes. We have improved heart health, improved brain health, and reduced risk of cancer. So these are all wonderful benefits, and I am excited to get into this topic this evening. So, who wants to open everything up? Who wants to take the first question tonight?
Can you, before we go that, could you say that again? Because I was putting it on my phone because, just in case I went over. You said weight loss.
Benefits, yes, weight loss. We have a lower risk of type 2 diabetes, improved heart health, improved brain health, and reduced risk of cancer.
Okay. That's it.
Those are some pretty awesome benefits, that's for sure.
That is yeah. I want to put that in there.
Yeah.
The question.
You'll take the first question. Okay. So, what are your thoughts on intermittent fasting? If you have done it, can you kind of describe your experience? And if you have not, can you kind of talk about, someone, that's close to you that's done it? Or just so what's your experience with it?
Okay, so I have done I can never say this word.
Intermittent. I'm trying to practice it. Intermittent.
Yeah, look at it. Intermittent.
Enter blank blank.
But the fasting.
Yes, I have done it before. I actually kind of knew. Well, okay, I'm gonna say this. So when growing up as a child, I grew up in a Christian home, right? So we learned fasting, like just normal fasting. It wasn't intermittent fasting, but normal fasting. And we would do it for, I would have me fasting for about like 6 hours or so. And during the time we would like pray and seek answers from God and things like that. So I kind of already knew how to fast. So when I tried to intermittent fast, it was a little challenging at first. I think because I was out of practice, but it got easier over time. So the reason why I started doing it is like what you said in the fancy fact, because I wanted to lose weight, and I saw some people on YouTube try it out, and they got results from it. So I'm like, well, let me see if this works. So what I would do is I would stop eating like around 6 o'clock at night, and I would fast overnight, which would be like for me the easiest way to do it. And then I wouldn't eat breakfast, but I would eat a lunch. So during that time frame, I didn't eat any food. And of course, while you're fasted, like you said, your body is going into that state where it's able to burn fat, which is something that really helped me a lot when it came to my weight loss. So that was my experience. It wasn't too hard once I got used to it, but I can say like the first 2 weeks it was a little bit difficult, especially when you're used to eating breakfast every morning. So it was a little hard, but I do like the results from it. So I can say within that time frame, I was able to lose 8 pounds. And I really do think it's because I really cut my calories down. So I don't know if you're supposed to do it that way, but that's the way I did it. So I completely erased those calories from the first meal. I didn't eat on or anything like that. I just ate regularly during the day. So cutting my calories down that amount, it really helped me a lot and helped me lose weight. So
you didn't eat breakfast, is what you're saying?
I did not eat breakfast.
So you just kind of ate between what hours you think? Like,
so I would eat lunch around 11:30, and then I would eat normal dinner. So yeah, and I would wake up during the morning. I just stayed busy. So for me, that was the best way. Like if you can stay busy and just drink water or like maybe like tea with light sugar, that can help you get through the day if you're busy. Now, if you're not doing anything, it might be hard because you might just be thinking about food.
You're like, I'm hungry. I didn't eat all night.
You think about food the entire time. And I can say, like I said, the first week or two, it was hard, but I was able to get through it, and I lost some weight. So
yeah, that's like the motivation, right?
I was looking at the scale. I was like, "Oh, it's working. I'm gonna keep doing it." So that was my experience.
All right. And Miss Penny, what do you think about intermittent fasting?
Well, I agree with Gwen. First of all, like I said, as believers and Christians of the body of Christ, we do fast, but we fast and we pray, and we know that fast is good for us spiritually. We know fasting, it detoxes your body. A lot of times people don't realize a good way to detox your body is not to eat, and to pray, read the scripture, fast, and allow your body to detox. And sometimes you can drink some ginger tea, like make a natural ginger tea or herb or something. You don't really need nothing too medical to really detox your body. But if you really fast, and from my experience, it does really work. But I've never really fast through intermediate. Okay, we always get that word right. Let's get it, fasting for weight loss. But I do know that it's healthy for you in the spiritual realm. It's healthy for you in the mental, and it detoxes your body. Because I do know that, because as women, we grow, and our body, as we gracefully age, some of our bodies go through changes. Some people never go through changes, but it does help us to do that fasting for the weight loss, because it'll help you lose those pounds, like water weight, for example. Sometimes a lot of people carry water weight, and sometimes, like you say, you can do the water fast, but you can also come off the water, and it'll help you. And I learned through my experience, and for my daughter-in-law, I always use her as an example, because she really really a stick to for person of learning how to do on a low carb diet and fasting. And she said, what she does in the morning time, she exercises, she don't eat, she do a little fasting, and she work out. And then afterwards, I guess, around, like you said, at 11 o'clock, 11:30 time, lunchtime, then she eat. And she said, you burn more weight off and calories, unwanted weight. I put it like that. You can burn more by doing that, but not eating too much and watching what you eat. So the
Right.
fasting does help. With the health part of your body, it does. That a lot of times, a lot of things that, like I said, a lot of things that really hurt us as we grow in life. See, I always tell people a lot of things that you do when you was younger, you can't do when you get a little older. My mom used to tell me that. The way you used to eat, honey, I can used to eat anything and go to bed. I will eat anything. But now I just don't. Those are choices I did. I can't do that now.
Right.
Because your body's different and you got to use more. Have more wiser choices. But like I say, let's choose. That's why I want to write that. Like for diabetes, a lot of times diabetes come from really is sometimes it could be generational. It could be a bloodline curse, through the family line, but it also could be the way we eat. And if we can get off starch and a lot of that sugar and exercise, a lot of times most things I've been around people who are diabetic, the main thing doctors tell you to cut back certain things. They know that people not going to automatically stop off of certain things, but they actually do it in moderation. But one thing they do tell them to do is to exercise. And a lot of people, don't pick up that part, but they'll jump on the medicines. And I'm not saying ain't nothing wrong with the medicine if you have to take it until you can get off it, but you don't, just because they diagnosed with diabetes don't mean that you have to, have that your final say so. Because my brother was diagnosed, my dad was diagnosed, and all of that, they reversed it. During this time, they reversed it. My brother, he reversed it. It can be reversed, but you got to change your eating habits. You got to change. You got to exercise. When you get older, not old but older, between your 30s and let's say go between our 30s and 40s and 50, your metabolism still begin to slow down. We don't do the things we used to do when we were younger. You might can go and do this and do that and do this and do this and do that, and you always rolling and going. But when you start slowing down, you're still doing active things, but not as much. It's a difference in your body.
Right.
So you do need to keep that up. Like, instead of being home, like I said, I believe in relaxing. I believe in family time, but I also believe that you got to exercise because I know if you don't use it, you will lose it. If you don't take care of your body now, try to do some fasting, get some research about it, get some knowledge about it, talk to your doctors about it, ask them, get knowledge on how to eat and what to eat. I'm telling you, that fasting really helps your body. It helps you mentally because I'm telling you, God knows it'll be a blessing. Maybe a lot of these things won't happen to a lot of these people. I'm not God, but I'm just saying if they would just fast and just allow God just to mentally detox their minds.
Right.
You just think about it, all this stuff coming out this TV, all that junk. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, there's some good things on the TV, but there's a mess on the TV and this internet. And just think about we downloading all this stuff, and people don't realize we are spiritual beings in a body, and all these old things coming in. But just think about it. We got to detox some of that stuff out of us, and you have to meditate. You have to take on. Yeah, you have to take on. You have to. So I do believe that the faster do help. I noticed that when I'm really on a longer fast, I can lose more weight. I noticed that when I'm eating right and eating healthy. And as I told you this week, as I experienced a little
How do you
tiredness.
normally fast? Do you I'm Hebrew, so for us fasting is no food or water. So
Sometimes it's absolute, yeah.
what is your
Well, I do absolute fast. I do straight fasts. I don't have to drink. Now there are certain times if I'm not on absolute, I'll probably drink some water, but I can't do absolute fasts. To be honest with you, the best fast to do is the absolutes, because like I said, if you're dealing with water weight, in order to drop water weight, you're gonna have to get off the water. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, but yeah, yeah. Because some people deal with a lot of water weight, and it's hard for them to get rid of it. But if you're gonna fast and do it that way, yeah, you can't be drinking a lot of water during that time. Just make sure you don't get dehydrated. Because I don't know, some people might get hydrated, so you have to give them. They have to use wisdom. But yeah, I can do immediate. There's times we have done 12 hours One time our pastor had us on a 24-hour. Oh my God. I said, Jesus, keep us near the cross. But you come through these things. But you come through. But like I said, but yeah, I have done immediate fasting. We do like weekly fast for our church and stuff like that. And I just go straight. It's more easier for me to go straight. It helps me to focus. Not, if I need water sometime or something like that, I'll get it. I tell people, if you need water, that's fine, whatever. But like I said, we can do the immediate sometimes, and then sometimes you can't do the water. But I do believe that when you first starting out, you might probably need to start on the water first, and then build yourself up to the immediate one, because you don't want people to try to, how can I say it? You don't want you lose the interest of it. They're like, oh no, that is too hard, and it's really not. It's just a mind made up. If you got your mind to do something, you will do it. Like I had my mind made up this week here. Every day I was gonna do my 10,000 steps. I got 10,000 steps and then more. It's just a mind made up. That's and
good job, good job.
What the scriptures are saying, what's it, Philippians 4:13, we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us.
Right.
So don't talk yourself out of it. Don't knock it till you try it. Now, if you're not interested in it, then that's fine. But don't say it's not going to work. Right. But I'm telling you that intermittent. What is it?
Yep.
I always get it wrong. I gotta look at the word. I would say the fasting. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Don't knock it before you try it. Because sometimes we can be our worst enemy. Well, I'm not going to try that. That's just too hard. I can't give up my breakfast. And you hear people say that, but yes, you can. Yeah. Yes, you can. One meal is not going to hurt you. Yes, you can.
Right. And before I put my take into it.
Yes, you can. Think about it. Think about this, Miss Tania. I don't know if y'all know the answer. How much food do we need? How much meals do we really need to live off a day?
You mean like every day, or like
not just in life? Just say if we were to a place, and we pray to God we never get that, but we had to really, manage food, and you can eat one time a day, a good meal, and drink water, and you're good to go. So it's just, us being blessed. I ain't gonna say spoiled, but blessed by the Lord that we're able to have this. So it's not that we don't, but guess what? The word is there. He tells us he done heal us. He done did everything for us, but we got to do our part. And I had to find that, you got to be careful, because sometimes you can eat yourself to a bad health, and people don't realize that. You can.
That's true.
You can. True. So immediate fasting, all that's doing is, okay, I'm saying, like I said, what I do, like I said, this is me personally. I said, Lord, I thank you for allowing me to fast and giving me the strength. I'm not fasting because I'm sick. I'm not fasting because I don't have no food, but I'm fasting and doing it willingly. Now, that's my spiritual fast. Now, if I want to say I'm fasting and lose weight, so I said, well, I pray and encourage myself, ask God to give me the strength, and I do it for the physical, because I want to be healthy. I want to be whole. I don't want to be sick. I don't want to be stuck on a bunch of medicine. I'm not against medicine, but I'm just saying, I just want to, stay healthy, Yeah. But there's, from the experience I've heard, people do say it does work. It does. And from the experience I've done and didn't do, because I've done like a 12-day, 10-day fasting, and I've noticed, I have lost some pounds. It takes away, and it will detox your mind, spirit, and your body. But your body, you'll feel so much better. And when I did it, I did not too long ago, like a 10-day, but it makes you feel better. It does. If your energy low, fast. I'm telling you, it helps. It'll bring it back up, unless you got other health issues now. So, because sometimes so some people might have health issues, and they'll say, well, but she said it fast. Well, wait a minute, you got some other underlying things going on. So you got to work with that. Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
So
have you guys had any experiences with intermittent fasting? Let us know.
Yes.
Yes, this is a conversation. This is a discussion. We're here to learn. We are here to learn and to stay healthy and to stay fancy and fit. So that's what this show is all about. So we're definitely, here to hear your comments and to, and to talk about it. So for me,
on what Miss Penny said about water weight.
Mm-hmm.
I learned about water weight. So a lot of times when we have water weight, it's not because we have too much water in our bodies. It's really because we have too much salt or sugar. So salt and sugar also, they hold on to water. So yeah, if you have too much salt or sugar in your body, you will see a lot of water weight. So I don't want anybody to think that like you can have too much water, really. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you need water. Like, our body is 75% made up of water. So during that time frame, it's like if you're intermittent fasting and you're worried about water weight, drinking water is not going to affect it. It's not going to improve water weight. So I don't want anybody to worry about that.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good to know. But like I said too, but that is even worse than the water weight, the salt and the sugar, because if that's the real main thing of it, you need to fast, because it'll help break that stuff. It'll line things up. It'll help your body come in alignment, because it was something like you saw that fancy fact, but it was something. Oh gosh, years ago, we did a study about fasting. It was something that they said that even doctors and scientists said that fasting and how healthy it is for the body, and you'll be surprised how many people who are non-believers fast. I mean, they don't fast for spiritual reasons, but they fast for health reasons.
Right.
But what I'm saying is how healthy it is for your body, because you got to get. You remember in the scripture, you talk about in the very beginning, Adam and Eve were not meat eaters. And a lot of people don't realize that. God said, eat the garden. If we were not meat eaters, but when they sin, then that's a whole nother revelation. But what I'm saying is that a lot of times, and even sometimes I get off the meat, but like I said, it's according to how much people want to, what they do, I do things.
I just thought of something really funny when you said sometimes you stop eating meat. Whenever I stop eating meat, I gain weight.
Oh, you do?
Oh. Because what happens is, like, I'm making stuff like macaroni and cheese and like soul food and stuff, and I'm like, I'll just like compensate for not having meat, and then I end up gaining weight.
I see what the point of this. Because you're probably eating more carbs with the macaroni and all that stuff. Yeah, that does make sense. Yes.
You get full. You're like, why do I not feel full? What is going on?
That's just us in our mentality. Yeah. Yeah, that is. So you gain. How much weight have you gained?
Anymore.
Oh yeah.
You just have to know yourself.
You just got to know yourself. Yeah. Now
you don't want to eat. You don't want to eat too much meat. Just a little bit or whatever. But when I go out, I load up on the other stuff.
Yeah, and I think you're right. You do. You have to be careful. See, when you make sure you eat some meat then. Okay. Okay.
Yes, so I am loving intermittent fasting. I'm still doing it. I try not to eat after 6.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
And so, but when you said you don't eat, when you were doing it, Gwendolyn, and when you weren't eating breakfast, I was like, I'll get hungry when I wake up. I'm telling you, I have to eat breakfast. But, but I don't eat big breakfasts. More. It's pretty healthy. I usually have like an omelet. If a big breakfast for me is if I have like an omelet and I have a little bit of grits, like that would be a big breakfast for me. But normally it's like an omelet, or like just, veggies with eggs, stuff like that, for breakfast for me. But my kids, they love carbs, and I just let them have it. They're like, they're skinny as rails, and they're running around. They're good with their carbs. So Hey, just like Miss Penny was saying, like I would say I had my son in my late 20s. After that, my metabolism was just totally different.
Yeah.
So I cannot just, and another reason this is good for me is because I stay up late. I wake up early and I stay up late. How does that work? I have no idea. But I stay up late. And typically, like if I didn't have this intermittent fasting thing, I would be eating and snacking because you're up late. And obviously, the later you eat, the more food is, on your belly when you sleep.
Yeah.
And you're gaining more weight. So the later you eat, the bigger you get. The later you eat, the bigger you get. And and it's funny, but then it's not. It's funny until it's not so funny, But so just cutting myself off at 6 has definitely helped me with my weight loss journey for sure. So I do what's called the 16-8. So you fast for 16 hours and you eat in an 8-hour period.
8-hour period.
Right. Okay.
So that's what I'm doing.
But shouldn't the fasting should shrink your stomach too? You mean I'm saying it should cut you back for wanting to eat so much too?
It does. It does. Yeah, it does. And it kind of gets you in the mindset of wanting to eat healthy. I don't know. I would think that it wouldn't, because you would typically be hungry if you haven't eaten all that time. But it's just, I don't know if it's just like a mental thing or what, or maybe just all of the benefits that we were just talking about with the fancy fact, or it's like going on inside of your body. It's good for your metabolism too. So there's like some internal things that are going on that is just kind of helping you along with your weight loss. And also just with the mindset of just wanting to eat healthier too.
Yeah.
That's a huge part of it as well.
It was something I heard, and I can't remember, it's been a while, but it talks about that fasting does help your metabolism, especially with people who have that slow metabolism. It really helps it, So we want to keep our metabolism, on a balanced level. So I don't need mine to go to sleep on me. I need it to stay awake.
Wake up.
I was researching. Yeah, you're right. The water retention is often a result of eating too much salt, processed, high sodium food. So watch those processed food. But there was a lady. Yeah. It said because of salt and too much salt, processed foods, and high sodium foods. So stuff
hello,
like that.
Roy, our fancy fabulous friend. How are you doing? We're just gonna get some hellos out there. Hi.
Yeah, but there was this lady out there. I forgot what the situation was. She couldn't drink too much water. It wasn't good for her, but I can't remember what her situation was. I can't remember. It was some kind of thing, and the doctor said, "Well, you can't drink that much water." I said, "Well, I never heard of that," but it was something going on with her in her body. So I can't recall what it was right now.
I don't know. That's pretty unusual.
Yeah, that's very unusual, because I drink water. You drink water. Like I said, I love water. I love drinking water. I have to drink water all the time, As a matter of fact.
Hi, Deborah. How are you doing?
Yeah, Miss Deborah. I love water.
Yes.
I would drink water, because water just flush your kidneys and make you feel, like if you're real thirsty, get a good cup of cold water.
Yes, definitely. And that we've talked about that a lot over the past episodes. Water helps your metabolism. That was one of our fancy facts a couple of episodes back. So yes, definitely drink that water. That helps with all types of things, health, weight loss, everything. So definitely, like my dad in our house was big on drinking water. Like whenever I would say, "Oh, I'm doing this," are you drinking water? Do you have water with you? Make sure. And I was like, "Oh, I had so much water today." He's like, "I'm so proud of you." But yeah, But definitely. So, more with fasting.
Mm-hmm.
So let's move on to our next question.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think of intermittent fasting, now we've talked about all of the benefits. Can you guys think of any disadvantages or cons to intermittent fasting?
Oh
Play
my
Yeah.
devil's advocate here.
Yes, there's one I could think of right now. So for me, one of the downsides of it is that, especially if you live in a house with family, it's like
Yes.
you're like the eyeball, the one that's not eating. You just look weird. And like I remember sitting with my kids like, okay, you guys. And they're like, Mom, are you going to eat? And I'm like,
Right.
oh, no, I'm not going to eat. I'm fasting. And they're like, you sure you don't want any? And it's like,
Right. In your face. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the number one. You hit it right on point, Gwen. You're right. And
yeah.
that's why when I decide to do a fast or a church fast, I do not do it when I know my family having cookouts because they're like, oh, girl, why you not eating nothing?
They make you feel bad. Like, you look
Really?
fine. You don't need to do that. And you like, no, stop it.
So it make out laugh. So when I used to be at work and I used to have been fasting that day, what I do, I just go out in my car. I said, forget it, because they're gonna be questioning me. So I just forget it. I just put myself in the car. I'm going to pray. I'll be back. Because I said, forget it, Because that's one thing that when you do things like that, you don't want to and it's kind of like you said, we already know, okay, I tell people anytime when you don't eat too, and especially, if you're fasting and for weight loss or spiritual, you're going to get hungry. And those are times is when the good food come around you. But it's a bad thing when they're like, well, why you ain't eating?
Yeah. And that makes you think about eating when they're saying that. Or like waving stuff in your
I don't
face,
feel like
especially children. Well, my husband does the same thing. So my husband and my children are like, Mommy, you want
Yeah. It's hard. It's even harder because I'm the person in the house that makes all the food.
Yes.
So I'm cooking everything.
Yeah, you're right. You have to cook it. Oh.
And can't eat any of it.
Yes, I'm telling you.
That is so
Last
true.
night I made that chicken thing again, guys, with the potato chip.
Yeah.
Air fried chicken deal. Oh my
That
God.
sounds good. Oh yeah, just say you.
I had like a little piece, but it was so good. It's so hard to just eat a little bit when everyone else is eating a lot.
Yeah.
No, you said the 3 bite. Did you do the 3 bite?
I don't even think that counted as 3 bites. Maybe that was 3 bites. I don't know. It's like a little.
You said a 3 bite. I said a 3 bite.
3 bites. Yeah. Yeah. That 3 bites that's working for me. 3 bites.
But it does. But honestly, it does work though. If you really stick with it, and with your, we talk about with the weight, it helps you. It detoxes your body. It'll help you. It will. It really. It works.
Yeah. And let's talk about the mental benefits of fasting, of this type of because some people say that it's really not a diet. It's more of a lifestyle change. Because
and I think
basically it's not that you have to eat something in particular, because like a diet is telling you like what you are actually supposed to eat. It's just closing that window of time that you are eating. So the significance of this is that you are eating in a particular window of time and you're fasting for the majority of the day. Sure. So that is the significance of this. So it's not, technically, that bad word like Penny doesn't like to say. It's not.
Yeah, don't say that.
No, we're not going to say it. We're not going to say it.
It's a bad word.
It's a bad word. But but yeah, it's not the bad word. It's more of a lifestyle change. I've been doing
Yeah,
it
and
for
that's
a
it.
year.
That's it.
I've been doing it for, I mean, I believe it's been at least a year.
Year.
Oh, that's good. That
Yeah.
is.
Now, I mean, obviously, let's say if we're out somewhere and, we're out, we go out to eat or something like that. I will break the fast for that, but that, doesn't happen very often. Usually I just cook, and
Uh-huh.
that's the way it is. But
You just prepare yourself around it, that you try
mhm,
not to. Yeah, you try not to. And like if you're gonna do it, just don't prepare yourself when you have events with your family or outing. That is not going to work.
exactly.
So just
Sure.
go try to,
Hmm.
you might have to make up for a day or so. But
But I mean,
Yeah.
it works. It really works.
mhm.
And in terms of another thing, if you like to eat,
Yeah, and that's true. And that's
if you
true.
like to eat, it's good that you don't have like limitations on what you can and cannot eat.
Hmm.
So you still have some freedom. I mean, you want to use, reason and not eat unhealthy things. But
Hmm.
Sure.
in terms of what type of things you do eat, it's not restrictive in what
Yeah.
Hmm.
you can eat. So that's definitely a huge benefit of this that I like, because I kind of like, eating different things and, playing around with different recipes and just having the liberty to do that.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now I know what carbs do to me, so I try to keep my carbs low.
Hmm.
Like today I had what is that type of bread? Pumpernickel. You guys know pumpernickel bread? It's like the
Yeah.
dark
I
brown
have.
bread. Yes,
Hmm.
I had that with like some roast beef and a little avocado. Um,
That sounds
so obviously, but that's carbs, but that's like all the carbs I had today.
okay. Maybe
So
that's your maybe so your weight comes from the carbs more than anything else? Is it more the you have a like a carb? Does that cause
when
you
I
to
when
gain
I eat
weight?
a lot of carbs, I put on weight.
Yeah, okay.
I think
Okay.
that's with most people.
And I think that most people, yeah, because most of the time, like you said, we experience it around the belly area,
Mm-hmm.
I
And
guess
that's,
like you said,
yeah.
and you have to be, and that's one thing my daughter, like she does, she count the carbs. She don't count calories. She said, no, that's not what you do. She said, you count carbs. And she
Mm-hmm.
said, I don't, and I mean, this this lady, she looks at everything. I said, my God, I said, you do a lot of cardio. But she said,
Yeah.
it works. And
Mhm.
she look at everything and see how much carbs it is in there. And
Mhm.
it works. And because she have lost a lot of weight. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I
So
saw with that when I was doing that. I probably did it for about 30 days, the like 1,200 calorie Lori Harvey, when she came out with that.
Yeah.
And I noticed because I was obviously, trying to keep my calories low. And I was just noticing like if you eat vegetables and fruit, you can eat a lot of that.
yeah, yeah, a lot of yeah, just
You can
yeah.
have all types of stuff, like just as long as if it's,
As long
vegetables.
as it's low carb, yeah.
Yeah, man. You keep those carbs low, like the calories are low in
If you
general.
learn how to,
Except for
if you
avocado,
learn
you
how to,
want to keep that. You want to, eat avocado. Like I said, I love avocado, but like
yeah,
I'll cut the avocado in half, and I just make sure that I don't. I will eat like a quarter of an avocado a day, no more than a half of an avocado a day. That's like my
yeah, I
limit.
love
'Cause I love
avocado.
avocado. I will go crazy with that.
If I really were going to go on a
Mhm.
because like I said, I told you I never really battle with weight. I just have that midsection part that I mostly battle with. But
Mhm.
if I were to go on anything out of everything they have came out with for people to lose weight, it would be keto
Okay.
because they got some good recipes with keto and it's
Okay.
low carb. And I'm telling you, Instagram been hitting them. And every time I go on Instagram, the keto recipe been hitting me in my face. I'm telling you, but I mean, yeah, but I would really, if I would have to introduce anything to anybody, I say go on keto. I said
Okay.
because it's low carb and exercise, and like you said, do some intermittent fasting. It works. It works.
Mhm.
I always wish that I can get my daughter to come on, but she's not a social media person,
Mhm.
and you will see. I was like get those pictures and show you how much weight she lost. I mean, she lost
Wow.
tremendous weight. My pastor, she
Awesome.
lost a lot of weight. And it
That-
came not only just eat meat, but which the size food she cut back. My pastor, my apostle, she lost over almost 65 pounds. And
wow.
she looked real good. And she said, just cutting back how much you eat. And
Mm-hmm.
you can't just be eating all that stuff at night or,
Mm-hmm.
like overeating yourself. You got to be careful with that. So fasting does help you to cut that eating so much because it'll shrink your stomach in time if you do it right.
Mm-hmm. So Deborah is saying keto. I think keto is keto, but
Yeah.
keto is a great way to lose weight, high protein, low
And
carb.
yeah, it
I
is.
remember when I was right out of college, I was actually going to Planet Fitness, Gwendolyn, and I had a membership there. And I remember like the personal trainer basically had me on keto because it was a high protein diet, low carb diet. So I
Wow.
was kind of on that. I was skinny then. I don't know why I've
Isn't
always been on diet, so
keto with
regardless.
low carbs? I thought, is keto no carbs or low carbs?
It's low carbs. It's supposed to be I thought it was real like low carbs.
Oh,
Low.
I thought it was no carbs. No, like
I
that.
thought it was low if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm not. I couldn't do keto because I lift
You
weights.
love carbs.
I couldn't do it. Yeah, it wouldn't work for me.
She said she don't do the carbs.
Yeah, I need carbs. Like I
Mm.
really do work out a lot at the gym.
Oh
So
yes, yeah,
lifting weights, you can't not have carbs. Like or
Mhm.
you would die. You would die at the gym.
Oh no, we
baby.
definitely don't want that.
It's so funny.
You're gonna die.
It's so funny. It's so funny you said that, right? But them carbs, right? Because I told my daughter-in-law had got she got sick with the sinus, and allergies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, you need to drink the Theraflu because it'll help you to, clear that stuff up out of you and whatever. And
Yeah.
she looked at the thing and I said, drink the ginger tea because it's a ginger tea you have. It's a good health. She calling me back, Ma, I can't drink that stuff. Why? Because of the carbs. I said, girl, please, you need some carbs right now. And please, she will not take that medicine. I said, really? So
Oh my goodness, what?
So let me tell you something. When them people say they don't want them carbs, they ain't
Oh,
worried
They're
about
serious,
no
huh?
carbs. I cannot get that. I couldn't get that little sister to take that thing for nothing. I said, girl, you need some carbs right now.
Yeah, because carbs give you energy.
Yeah, I said you need to. No, I can't.
But not that. I thought it was about not no carbs, but no heavy carbs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
I thought like breads and pancakes,
like breads. But when you are sick,
cinnamon rolls.
you need something. Yeah,
Honey,
don't eat that. But
yeah.
that's exactly. I never understood that. I said, well, she ain't getting to eat them carbs and sister.
Yeah, that's crazy. Ooh, I can go that far now.
But
Because it's even carbs in fruit. Like apples have carbs, so she doesn't eat apples either. Like that's
but what she do is a certain count that she have. It's a certain number that she goes by for what she have to. Yeah, that's what she does. So
okay.
she counts it, but it's not. She don't count the calories. She do the carbs, and it's the number she go by. So yeah, she do some carbs now. Like you said, you're going to get some carbs, some things. What I'm saying is she was going through that little sinus infection or hay fever, whatever she had, allergies. I was trying to get her to take the medicine that will help her.
Right.
She coming back and telling me, said it was too much carbs in it. I said, girl, if you don't take that, girl, I ain't care. When I'm sick, give me some carbs. And that carbs will make you feel better.
That is wild. That is wild.
I'm telling you, girl, I had laughed. I said, okay. me and my son just shook our head. We said,
what keeps you going is the protein.
Yeah.
Deborah says what keeps you going is the protein. Protein
Yeah.
is very important.
Exactly. Yep. Definitely.
What can you eat? Like, say, if you're on a low carb, or what can you take, or what can you eat? Like, if you get the flu or something like that, because first thing the doctors are going to tell you, they'll tell you take zinc, but they also tell you to get something over the counter, or they'll give you that medicine. I mean, what can you take? Because like I said, I've never, think about, any problem with medicine until she said something. Cause I'm like, really?
I've never heard of that before in my life.
I never heard of that.
I really don't want to hear about it again.
I never heard about that. I don't know.
I know my ginger tea now.
That's just too intense for me.
Yes, it's been intense.
When it comes to my health, I'm like, listen, I need to get this out quick. What do I have to take?
Yeah.
What do I have to do? Because the longer you deal with the sickness, the longer your weight loss is prolonged. Because I have time for that. I need to get it in and out.
Yeah, but I think each one of us, even as each one of us are, talking about the fast, but I think each one of us have now realized what helps us to, stay fit and stuff. So I find out whatever you find out in that place works for you, because sometimes when you try it, you might have to readjust it or wait somebody else say they do it.
Yeah.
Just whatever works for you. If that works better for you the way you do it, you're using the same thing, but you kind of adjusting it. Hey, do what works for you. Because like I said, that might work for her, but that might not work for me. Because I'm gonna drink that ginger tea or that third flu. So
me too. Whatever.
Yeah. So
especially tea. Oh my gosh, tea.
The ginger tea. She's like, "Ma, you could get your ginger tea back because there's too much carbs in it." I was like, "Girl," but she was serious and she would never drink it. So I told her, just leave it there. When I come there, I drink my ginger tea because I love my ginger tea.
I'm clenching my pearls. Ginger tea, come on, you're killing it.
That's just too much.
I would, a lot of people don't like ginger tea because it has, if you taste ginger in itself, it has a little spice to it.
Yeah, it does.
But ginger is real good. I was saying, if you like detoxing, boil some ginger and let it with some lemon, and it'll tox your body while you fasting. That's a natural detoxer. You ain't got to go to the doctor.
Homeopathic. All right now, Miss Penny.
That's a natural.
Go ahead and educate us now. Go ahead.
And that's how people, it clears up your skin too.
I was gonna say it, girl.
Oh yeah, it will. It clears up. I take natural. Sometimes I take
language here.
It'll clear up your skin too.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
You know what I've been doing lately, though? This has nothing to do with it, but
we
don't stick to the subject that often. So go ahead.
I've been putting coconut oil on my face lately, and
that's good.
Yeah, I heard you can actually use it as like a sunscreen. Like if you like put a little bit on, like, and us as African American people, we don't really use sunscreen like that. At least I don't.
I've been in South Florida my whole life. I have never put on sunscreen ever.
Yeah, right. I'm like, I don't wear sunscreen. I have a lot of melanin, so I'm kind of.
Yeah, me too.
I got melon too now.
You have
yes.
You have enough.
We have some melon over here. No, let me tell y'all something. Y'all know what I find out to learn too, because as I start, as y'all gonna find out as you get older and you're gonna age gracefully, you'll find out and say, wait a minute, what do I need to do to keep my skin? Like y'all tell me about getting that silk pillowcase and all that good stuff. Well, you're gonna find out that sunscreen helps you from the UV rays, because I wear sunscreen all the time now because what is that? Oh gosh, what is that company called? I forgot, but it's like it's something like Care for Your Face, but they sent me I had got 2 prescriptions of it, and I still got the sunscreen, and every day I put on my skincare stuff, but I put on the Olay, and because it got sunscreen in it, and I put on a sunscreen because that really helps you, because it's for your skin. A lot of times Black people think that they don't need sunscreen, but you do. It helps you. It really does help you as you age. That sunscreen, because that sun rays. Yes, we do need vitamin D, and I do go in the sun. But I'm not a type of person now. When I was younger, I used to stay in the sun. I should have a lot of vitamin D.
Yeah.
But now I don't, because it's too hot. in South
Well,
Carolina.
that's what I was saying. The coconut oil actually can be used as a sunscreen for us.
Yeah, I think a natural, yeah.
Oh, like a natural sunscreen. I like
I
that.
think I've seen that somewhere.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's
But, wait a minute, but when I think of coconut oil, I'm thinking kind of greasy. But you don't.
You don't need much. Yeah, don't put
Maybe
too
I'm
much.
thinking about the coconut oil that you put in your hair, so it's like grease. You know, like
Yeah,
a
which
grease
one
base.
you use, now, Gwen? Which one you use?
Well, I'm talking
Oh,
about
the coconut oil is greasy. Then you can cook with it. Wait a minute,
Yeah,
Gwen.
but
you can use for anything. Like you don't
in your face.
Kitty.
I'm talking about the pure. You talking about the pure one, right? The one you get out the store, like you cook with. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. That's the one. The one you.
But you must put like a little bit.
Yeah, just a teeny bit. Like
yeah, because I'm just thinking about like some greasy
Oh
thing.
no, you can't put too much. You be a little grease. You little
Yeah,
grease.
no, don't use a lot. Oh my God, no.
But you can also use it. You can also use it as a makeup remover too.
Oh yeah,
it's good for a makeup remover too.
See, I don't. When I wear the coconut oil, I don't wear makeup on my skin because I'm probably about to work out. So when I work out, I use makeup on my skin. So I just put a teeny bit of coconut oil on my skin. I mainly put it like here. This is like my dry area of my face. So the coconut oil gets absorbed so easily. I don't look oily. My oil,
as long as you don't put too much.
T-zone, like this where I'm oily. Stop, Timothy. My cat is moving my tripod. Stop it.
You got a cat? Oh, Tilly, let me see your cat. Yeah, let me see.
I'm sorry.
I saw this cat today, and I told my I need me a little cat. Let me see the little kitty cat. Where you at?
I can't get a cat because my mom is afraid of cats.
She's afraid of them?
She's so afraid of cats. So
Miss Deb said she loved tea. She said make my own ginger. Yeah, that natural ginger tea. Yeah, and I use it sometimes. I buy it when I go to the GNC store. They have it in there.
Okay, yeah, that is a good way to get it too. Yeah, can.
But now, like I say, if you put on just say if you put on makeup or whatever, and you want a makeup remover, put that
coconut oil
on your face first, then wipe it off, and then wash it. It comes off. It works. I'm telling you.
It does. It does help me remove like mascara because mascara is messy.
Mascara is hard to remove.
It helps get it off easier. So yeah, it is a lot of tricks. Coconut oil is good for a lot of stuff. I love it.
It is good now.
Have you guys cooked with coconut oil before?
I actually do not cook with it though.
I've never. I'm gonna be honest with you. The only time I've known that my daughter cooked with it when we did the keto brownies, and it tastes real good.
Okay.
So I mean, but I have it. I bought it because I said I was going to use it for something, for a recipe, but I never used it yet.
Okay.
I'm an olive oil girl. I use olive oil.
But I'm going to use it in the future, though. I keep this like note to self.
I got some. I'm gonna have to use it because I have it because I said that's what I'm gonna use it that make healthy dishes. So I have it though. But I was using the avocado oil though, or the olive oil.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So that's good.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
But I'm excited to know that it helps like immediate fasting. I'm gonna talk about your mind, your brain, because you know, as you age, you want to keep your right mind. And I'm telling you, if that have not influenced anybody to do some fast, because I'm telling you, we definitely need our minds.
Yes, all of those benefits, that we are some benefits. And they should inspire our fancy, fabulous friends.
When dropped off,
to definitely, try the intermittent fasting. And
that's a good subject. That's a good topic.
There she is, trying to put her back.
We have the cat knock you off.
No,
that would be a good look camper.
I was trying to enter in the chat. I was trying to talk to y'all behind the scenes.
You clicked off.
I have to leave. I'm so sorry. I don't want to leave.
It's probably that time.
Yeah.
Bye,
love you.
Yeah. Oh, well, I ain't no time it went by that fast.
Yes, we
That's
will
right.
see you soon.
I will talk to y'all later, okay?
All right, to be good.
Have a fancy evening, dear.
I will.
A tootler.
It's too funny.
All
Yeah,
right.
you
So
learn a lot with that. So, but like I said, they always say don't knock it, don't knock it until you try it. But
I
I'm
know
telling
that's
you,
right.
it does work. It helps you.
Yes.
So with your fasting, like with the weight loss and stuff,
Mhm.
it has been successful. That's really helped you more with that.
It has. It
Mhm.
has because it keeps me focused,
Mhm.
and the eating late at night thing really was a problem.
Yeah, and that'll help. I agree with you.
It
I'm
was
I'm
a
I'm a
problem.
guilty. I used to do that too, but like I
I
said,
would snack and watch TV.
yeah, there you go. There you go. I used to do it
And
too,
the
but you
thing
know
is,
what?
though, with your husbands, men don't gain weight like we do. I mean, they gain weight, but they don't gain weight like we do. So they can do that more than we can. And when you're like, sitting there thinking that you can like snack the way he can, mm-mm.
Well, his metabolism might be a little higher, a little, stronger than yours too. That's might be what it is.
Yeah,
And see,
yes.
my metabolism is stronger than my husband on.
Okay.
Now I can snack more than he can.
Oh, okay.
So, but he chooses to snack more than I do. So he just can't. So when I say he got the belly, he got the. I don't have that.
Right.
My pastor used to always tell me, she said, Penny, you are one person that can eat anything and never really gain weight. And
Yeah.
I don't. I always tell you, remember I tell you, I always be at a certain amount.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got to, I think the most weight I ever been was when I was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
But the most weight I ever been naturally, because I always been skinny. As a matter of fact, my daughter sent me some pictures that someone had of me. Actually her kid's dad, but his dad. And I said, where you get that doggone picture, girl? I was so skinny. I said, Lord, I was skinny. I always been skinny. Because when I used to grow up, my mom used to cook, you cook from the farm, the vegetables and stuff. I never used to like all that stuff. So I was a very picky eater. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't eat collard greens until I got old, got grown.
Really?
I didn't like it because they used to
Oh my
cook.
goodness. I
But
love.
now I love me some collards. Now I eat more than because that's, you'd be surprised. I'm going to have to show you the pictures one day. You probably laugh. Girl, I was skinny when I was in high school. I was that skinny. I was super skinny.
That is
So I
awesome.
never was a big person. But what I'm saying is that the most I ever got, I was almost like at 160, almost 150, almost 160. And I noticed my body didn't care for that.
Mm-hmm.
Remember I told y'all I said things started getting out of whack, the blood
Right.
pressure, the diet, everything, borderline. I said, oh no, this ain't gonna work for me.
The devil is a liar, right?
Okay. So I had to go back down to one. I told you, Mama, I tell you, I'm between one. I can go to 155, but 152,
Mhm.
152, that's my ideal weight.
Uh-huh.
And oh, let me tell you, share this up now. My daughter, she you drink beet juice? Beet juice?
No. Now, when we were juicing, my husband used to put beets in, and I used to
Yeah,
hate
beets is
that.
very
I used to hate that. I was like, you're messing up
but
the entire drink.
yeah, but she deals sometimes with a little, high blood pressure, but not too. It's not really bad, but she still have to monitor it and stuff. But she said what she started doing. She said, "Mom, I started drinking the beet juice."
Mm.
I said, "The beet juice." So
It
I said,
tastes
"Well,
like dirt.
yeah, but you got to drink
Ask
it
me
fast."
how I know that it tastes like
I
dirt.
drank it too, but I bought some. I got some, and I drank some. But let me tell you, the first day when I got some, right, I said, "Oh yeah, I would get some beet juice, and it helped me to stay balanced. It helped me everything." Girl, I drank too much of that thing. I drank about a half a little, a little half a juice glass, a whole glass, and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna get me a half or more." I drink it down fast. My husband said, "Oh my gosh, that look nasty." I said, "Yeah, on TV look like that vampire blood." I said, "Yeah, this
Yeah.
look nasty."
Yeah.
So, but let me tell you, the next morning,
Mhm.
when most time when you wake up in the morning, you go take a little leak. Girl, I ain't trying to be gross, y'all, but I'm trying, you go to the bathroom. That's life. Y'all know y'all do. Yeah. Girl, the thing turn your urine a different color. I tell my daughter, I said, well, wait a minute, that is thing turning my bitch. She said, Mama, you drink too much of it. I said, oh. So
wow.
she said she had to look at it. But it's good for high blood pressure. It's good to regulate your blood pressure. And but she said, I said, so you have to drink like almost like a shot glass a day.
Okay.
More than a shot glass. But I say that to say this, just in case somebody want to take some. But don't drink it. Just drink a little bit, like maybe like a 2-shot glass thing. More than that, that's it. Don't drink too much because it will change the color. That certain medicine you take, it changes the color of your urine and stuff in the bathroom. Yeah, but it did happen. I said, oh, I'll be honest with you. At first, I said, wait a minute, now I ain't got no UTI. Then I had to drink a lot of water. I said, oh, I know what did it. That doggone beet juice. But anything natural, if it's natural and it helps my body, I'll take it. I would take it. My husband said, oh, you ain't that natural stuff. He said, no, you need to just cook me some pork chop because I ain't got time for you to be eating all that healthy stuff you be eating.
Do you think you'll ever try intermittent fasting, Miss Penny?
Yeah. You mean like to do the I'll do it. Because like I do it now, so it's not hard for me to do it. So I'll do it like an exercise. Because like sometimes in the mornings, I'm gonna be honest with you, very sudden I'll eat breakfast. I eat it, sometimes you have a feel for breakfast sometime in the mornings. And sometimes I don't. Most of the time I eat around about 10:30, 11, something like that. And sometimes I do feel like me a biscuit or something. So every now and then I feel like that. But I try not to eat, like you said, that's a lot of carbs.
Right.
Because that bread, like, like with being like when people deal with sugar and stuff, diabetes, but I don't have that, thank God. But you can't eat like bread and all that stuff. All that stuff turn into sugar.
Right.
But I love bread. But I'm gonna tell you, I love bread. Oh, any kind of good bread cake, I love it. But I have been doing better because I don't eat it like I used to.
Right.
Yeah. So I think you love bread too, but I heard you talk about the carbs.
Yeah, like I love sweets. So I don't have very much. I don't have very much, now.
So what kind of sweets do you eat? I mean, do you eat like
everything? I mean, I don't. I mean, when you now, what do I want to eat, or what do I actually eat?
Yeah, okay. Just say if you get a sugar craving, what do you eat? Like you eat
I eat like those little. Yeah, I'll eat like those. Okay, those little fruit bars that they're fruit, they're popsicles, like fruit bars. They're so good. They're very healthy actually. They look like it's really good and refreshing, especially in the summertime. I had one of those today when I, needed some sugar because fruit has like that natural sugar and it's like a popsicle. They're called fruit bars, I believe. Like an all natural fruit bar, and you find those, at the grocery store and frozen section, and they are very delicious. They usually have like different flavors, like strawberry or whatever.
Because I know sometimes you do get those. I mean, like I said, even if you fast,
it may be like 25 I think just like 25 calories.
Because like I said, even though you might be on you're a healthy thing, but you do get those.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because sometimes I do. But yeah, and that is good. I'm trying to think, what is it? I saw it in the grocery store, but I never bought them. They have some kind of keto popsicle ice cream. It's like a chocolate thing, but I'm thinking it looks so good. And I always keep walking by it. I said, oh boy, I'm tempted to buy that. But I think
I'm gonna look around at some of those keto snacks you keep talking about.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because my daughter buy them. So when she get that little thing, and I said, can I try it? She said, yeah, you try it. That thing tastes like the regular thing. It tastes
awesome. I remember back in the day, like with Weight Watchers, those snacks used to be so gross back in the day. But that was back in the day. They're probably a lot better.
But they improve a lot of that
They're
stuff.
Probably a lot better now. But back in the day, like the chocolate, ooh, gosh, it tastes like medicine.
Yeah, that was horrible. And like I said, I don't like The only way I can drink something diet, it have to be real, real, real cold,
Really cold, yeah.
almost frozen, not to a frozen part.
But really, I had like a diet
Yeah, where I can't
Pepsi like a
taste.
month ago. Oh my gosh, Miss Penny, it was so much better than I remember. Like, so they've
Yeah, I
gotten
can
better
tell
with
where
those formulas. Like over
I
time,
just
they
don't
have
like
gotten
that.
a lot better.
I just don't like that aftertaste though. If I can taste that aftertaste, I can't taste it. But they're not as bad as they used to be now.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
this,
I didn't taste it. I mean, I know exactly what you're talking about with the aftertaste. I did not taste an aftertaste.
which kind? What kind was it?
It was just diet Pepsi.
Oh, I love Pepsi now.
It was Pepsi, like a diet
That was my
Pepsi. It was
mom's favorite
good.
soda, Pepsi. You could not stop her from drinking them Pepsi.
I
I said,
know.
but you know, I love Pepsi. I
My
don't care for the Coke.
mother-in-law loves Pepsi. Like we have to keep Pepsi when
Oh,
she's
she loved Pepsi
around.
too.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah, tell her I'm right there with. I love the Pepsi too, and get me a cherry Pepsi. Oh,
Oh, cherry. Did they have, you mean cherry Coke? Or do they have
no,
cherry
they got
Pepsi too?
cherry Pepsi too.
Oh, I would probably like that. I used to love cherry Coke.
Oh yeah, I love it too. And that vanilla Coke, oh,
Uh-huh.
they taste so good. But I
I
know they
remember
got.
that too. Yeah, I used to like that too.
I know they had a lot of sugar. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but I know Miss Deb has said it, and then the other lady, Miss Russell, the one who we was talking about the watermelon. I'm jumping on another subject. Oh,
Yeah.
they tell me I put too much mustard on it. I
Yeah,
laugh.
I saw your short. You were like, "Ooh, I think I taste more mustard than the
I was gonna tell
watermelon."
y'all, but I ran out of time. I said, leave the mustard on the hot dogs.
Yeah, I know that's right. I
But
know
I
that's
got that
right.
watermelon, and I got my watermelon. That's remind me when I get through, I'm thinking I'm gonna go eat me some watermelon. Cause
I love
yeah,
watermelon.
I had me some watermelon last, and see that's healthy. Like at night, sometimes what I do sometimes when I get that little snacky thing, I try to
Mhm.
get something healthy, and not all the time, but I try to. But sometimes Lord help us. But I get me some little crackers, and I be eat me some watermelon. It was really, and it satisfied the taste. It
Yes,
did.
I love it. Well, hello, Shalom, sis. How are
Hello,
you doing?
how
Good
you
to
doing?
see you tonight.
How
Yes.
you She's the Hebrew queen. How's the queen? So
Yeah.
where's the queen at tonight?
Yes. The queen is here. The queen is here.
Now she's from your church.
Actually, we were in a congregation together. Yes,
The
we
work.
were.
Oh,
That's
okay.
where we met. Actually, yeah. And she makes body products with like shea butter with these
Oh,
amazing
wow.
smells. Oh my gosh, Miss Penny! Right now, I'm wearing strawberry shortcake,
Oh,
um,
wow.
shea butter, and like normally it's for your body, but I started putting it in my hair. It's awesome.
Oh, wow.
It is awesome. And it's oh my goodness, it feels so good and you smell so good. And then she also has like the sprays. So like you can layer whatever smell you have. Watermelon is
Yes.
another one that I have. And like you're
Oh,
like smelling like water. We were just talking about watermelon, but yeah, I'm spraying the watermelon scent. Then
you
she
smell it
has lip
all fruited up
glosses,
over
like
there. And smell like
and
strawberries.
the lip gloss is watermelon, and then you have the body stuff and the body butter. I'm like, I'm loving it. So
Hey,
thank
you
you, sis, for those products.
you smell
You
it. You
have to
smell
keep
it
those
all
to me.
fruited up there and strawberries and watermelon. That sounds good.
Yes, for sure, for
Oh,
sure.
wow. But that
Oh,
shea butter, I know what Gwen was talking about her skin
hi,
being dry.
George. How are you doing, Shalom?
Hello, Mr. George.
Yeah, we have everyone popping in at the
I
last minute.
know.
But guys, watch the replay so that you can learn about intermittent fasting. Everybody's hopping on.
Yes. And what we learned tonight that you can drink some water with it.
Shalom. All right. We're getting all of our fancy
I know
faces
everybody. I guess everybody would just
on.
like us. Everybody, time just sometimes catch up with you. Then before you know it, like okay, let's
Yes,
just go.
yes, yes.
Yeah, but
Yes.
like I said too. But I like doing the fasting, which within the spiritual because it helps you. It helps your spiritual strength, your mental, your emotions, and God knows we need that. God knows we need that. And just think about it. We know it helps us in the spiritual. So God put the super on our natural. So hey, we know He
Exactly.
helps us in the natural. So
That's
I'm
right.
telling you. But like I tell you, but all I can say, like I said, all of just we are saying tonight is just suggestions. We're not a doctor, we are not a nutritionist. But like I said, but sometimes you never don't knock it till you try it. And like I said, whatever fits for you may not work for me, but sometimes we can find something within what someone else has done and try to tweak it to work for us. And that's what I do. And
Yeah.
I learned how to, do things like I was telling you about. I'm gonna try to do. I was telling my husband about the jump rope. I said we need to start doing some other things because I
Mhm.
am doing walking. Because like I said, I want to stay in good health. I
Mhm.
want to stay in my right mind. I want to stay being able the use of our bodies. We
Mhm.
want to be able to go places and do things. You don't want to just want to be stuck in the house and can't do things. And thank God for grace and thank God for mercy.
Mhm.
But you want to it's never too late to change.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's never too late. It
Never
takes
too late.
it takes a little while to break bad habits because I'm guilty myself. But don't beat yourself up if you don't if fail with the dieting or
Mhm.
like family members come around. That's when the good food come around when you fast. I don't know why. I don't know why. So that's why I tell you, I've learned don't even try to fast when they doing cookouts or you're going somewhere with
Mhm.
somebody. Don't even try it. I just say, okay, I
Mhm.
ain't do it. I don't even do it. I don't even put myself in that place because you know
Mhm.
what? It ain't gonna work.
Mhm.
It ain't gonna work. They're gonna be looking at you. Well, why you ain't eating? I like
That's
Lord if they
right. That's right. That's a wonderful way to end to the show. It is never too
it's
late.
never too late.
I
That's
mean,
right.
we see all types of stories of like people over 60 losing weight and going to the gym. Like when I
Mm-hmm.
graduated from college, I
Mm-hmm.
moved back home for a short time to South Florida. And I remember joining the Planet Fitness, the gym,
Mm-hmm.
in Boynton Beach, Florida, my hometown. I
Mm-hmm.
always say that. And my husband's like, no one knows where Boynton Beach is. I'm like, well, they're gonna learn
That's
today.
how we know it. We know in Florida at, though.
They are gonna learn today. Boynton Beach, that's right.
Right,
So
you got that.
anyway, when I went there, the people over 60, I was like in this spinning class. Oh my gosh, Miss Penny, they were like booking it. Like I could not keep up. I'm like 23 years
I'm,
old and
I'm
they're
telling
like over 60. Like they were like on this, I mean, like what is it, the spinning cycle thing, and they're just going, going, going. I mean, all around the gym. Well, South Florida has a more elderly population, but I'm just saying, like these, they were on it. I mean, they were lifting weights, they were doing all types of stuff. Like the majority of the gym was the elderly.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. And I love about that because, like you said too, around here when we stay in you like a smaller town like in
Mhm,
Hampton County,
mhm,
we have a gym,
mhm,
but when COVID broke out,
mhm,
me and my husband we were going, but it was we had kind of had stopped before
mhm,
COVID had broke out. But when COVID broke out, and being that it's a smaller gym, we never felt safe about it. But like our closest Planet Fitness is like maybe probably 45 minutes, like where my daughter don't live at. But if Planet Fitness was close to me now, I would
mhm,
have been in the gym. I'll be
mhm.
honest, with you, I would have been going to the gym because I love
Right.
Planet Fitness. But other than that, I told my husband, I said, I don't want to go right to that gym right now. I still, because things still, you still got to
Yeah.
be wise
My
about what,
husband's gym is awesome. It's so nice.
yeah,
It's like a
yeah. But you need
kind of
that
like a
space now.
country club, in my opinion. It's really
Oh,
nice.
really? It's big, yeah.
It's like
And like I said, I would
they like
love it.
take your well, they during COVID they were like taking your temperature and doing
Yeah,
all types of stuff for for precaution.
yeah. And
We
like I
go.
said, if you like I said, because I did love it. Now, don't get me wrong, they have nice stuff for it, but like I said, it's a smaller, and they probably, and I don't know, this other lady had bought the place and took over, so I don't know how she's doing it. But like I said, they still, they still been cleaning and doing things like that. But
Mhm,
like I told my husband, I don't. I said, but if it was like a bigger size one, like Planet Fitness, I said,
mhm,
yeah, I would have been doing the gym too now because I love getting on the treadmill. I love it. I love doing the treadmill. I love that. So
mhm.
anytime I go to, like to my daughter, I'm sorry, my daughter and them, and they got the community gym.
Uh-huh.
We had went on there, and I love it.
That reminds me, I'm gonna see if my parents are actually using their treadmill.
Oh
Because
yeah,
I mean, it's just like sat there for years, like
yeah,
it
you
was
need to get it if they're not
unused.
un-
I'm gonna check in and just see. Are you guys using that treadmill even a little bit? Come on.
yeah, because they're not using it. That would be great for you because I'm telling you, because we was thinking about getting one. But like I said, to just finding the right space for it because I want to get it and use it. But I do have my brother did give me a bicycle, and I need to get back on that bicycle. I have that
Oh.
bicycle too. So,
Mm.
you're still doing some stuff. But I told you, I said I'm gonna get the jump rope. So I'm gonna have to look for my jump rope and start doing that. I
Yeah.
feel I feel like I feel like exercising again.
Yes, do
You get
it.
motivated.
Do
Yeah, because I'm
it.
telling you why. Because like sometimes you like sometimes like I said, I always still love doing the walking and working so easy. Even if the weather be outside bad or hot
Mhm.
or too cold, I can still walk in my house. I don't let that
Mhm.
stop me. But what I'm saying is that, but sometimes you want to try to, do
Do
something
something
different.
different. Yeah. That's how I got because I was walking for so long and
Mm,
and then I started back with dance aerobics.
gotcha,
And
gotcha.
then from there,
Oh,
you
that's
keep
nice,
going.
dancing robots. That is nice. That
Mhm.
is nice. So
Just
I,
saying, having fun.
mm-hmm.
And I
What
have,
Miss Dexter? She loved going to the gym. Oh yeah.
yeah. She says she has a really big Planet Fitness.
Yeah, the ones
Yeah.
that's close to us, that's 45 minutes. And the
Yeah.
ones
I remember back in the day, what was that?
they're real big.
When I graduated from college, I mean, their memberships were like $10 or something
Yes,
like
and it's still like that. They're
still like
see,
that.
and yeah, they're still like that. Because my daughter, them, they have gone there and stuff like that. But like I said too, but I don't, like I said, don't ever let that stop you if you can't get in the gym. Because I know
Mhm.
some people working it can't get in the gym, but I don't let
Right.
that stop me because I
Yeah.
still got exercise.
Walking is free
You
and
can do
it's
your
everywhere. You can walk anywhere, you can walk everywhere.
You
So
can
if
do
you
them.
just need that boost, just get out and walk.
You can get you some weights. Go to the Five Below and get you
Hmm.
some weights. And I'm telling you, they're good. You can get your stretch. What do you call them? Stretch bars. Things I do that. I have done that. I haven't done it in a while, but I'm
Okay.
doing it sometimes when I need a
Okay.
good little stretch.
Uh-huh.
That's my yoga. I'm like you. I can't do the yoga. I just can't. I
It,
can. I can't see myself. Okay, I'm gonna tell you like this. That I will get sleepy doing that. I can't do that.
that's me. That is me, Miss Penny. Like I'm
Yeah,
just like
when I'm in the mood to roll, I get to roll.
it relaxes you too much, and then
Yeah.
and then if
But
and then
I ain't knocking nobody who do it now. I ain't knocking nobody, but I'd say just for, like I said, for me.
hmm
Yeah, but but I have to do the immediate thing. But I love, like you were saying, like the elderly people is doing, but in a community like that or organization, they motivate one another. And when you're in a
hmm
group like that, it motivates you to exercise.
that's right.
And sometimes that's all we need is just a little motivation.
That's right. And speaking of our motivation, we know we have a collaboration coming up, right?
Oh yes, yes. And Miss Deb,
Yes,
we could definitely get you too. I just haven't got in touch with you yet. But
yes, yes. We
it's
have some interested, fancy, fabulous friends.
yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna get some more ladies with it because, and we're gonna do our exercise routine and just give
Mhm,
people some tips on
mhm,
how to do it at home. And
mhm,
some people could be in the gym. I'm pretty
mhm.
sure some of them will be in the gym, and so everybody can do their own thing.
Yeah,
And
that was going
okay,
to be so exciting. I am so excited about that. So
yes,
that's
yes.
good. That's upcoming for October.
Mhm. So, Miss Deb, I'll get in touch with you because I put your name down too, but I just haven't text you yet.
Yes,
Y'all
yes.
know, like
It'll be
I tell
awesome.
you, YouTube is a busy journey. Yeah,
Yes,
you need a
yes.
secretary for YouTube.
I know. I
And
know.
honey, I ain't personally got 1 million subscribers, and I need a secretary.
I know. Can you only imagine?
Yes, I need a secretary for YouTube. Ain't that something?
All right. So any final thoughts, Miss Penny, on intermittent fasting before we
Yeah,
before we
just give it
go?
a try. And like I said, with the intermittent fasting, like I said, we found out through it, if just do a few hours a day and just try, and just each time stretch yourself to do more and more. And and before you eat anything in the morning, do your exercise, and do like 4 or 5 hours, and then because and then afterwards, then get you something to eat. Because even my daughter, she had told me, she said, "About you burn more calories, off you like that weight by not eating, burning,
Mhm.
exercise. Then, after you don't shower afterwards, and then get you something to eat." She said, that's how you do it. She said, but don't eat before. I said,
Right.
okay, thank you. So, but I just, encourage each one of you, if you're on a weight loss journey, or you even considering, go ahead,
Mhm.
start out small, get a little goal, and get with other people, and try to get your family involved. I could tell anybody, if you can, even if they don't can do it as often as you can, try to get your family involved, your children, your spouses,
Mhm.
your friends. And I'm telling you, it helps to motivate each other. So I thank God for Miss Tania, because in this, it helps me to continue to do what I'm doing, because we need that motivation. So I
That's
just think,
that's what Fancy Fit Fridays is
yeah,
all about.
I'm telling you, with
Just getting
Gwen, and she does the gym, and
Mhm.
everybody. So I just hope that everyone just try it. It works. It does
Yes,
help you.
yes. So I'm gonna keep going with the intermittent fasting myself. It's
Yeah,
working for me. So you know what I always say: if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
don't fix it.
All right, guys. So I'm Tania, the work from home wife of Atlanta. Thank you for
Thank you,
hanging
guys.
out with the fancy panel
Good
tonight.
night. Y'all have a blessed weekend.
Yes, go ahead, guys. Subscribe to Penny's channel, Penny's
Thank you,
lifestyle
guys.
channel. Also, earlier we had Gwendolyn at Gwendolyn Ray Inspires. Go ahead
Yes,
and subscribe to her channel as well. Um, yes, subscribe. And hit that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever
yes.
we are on, whenever a new video is, comes out. And we have some really amazing ideas and a collaboration coming up. So
Mhm.
fancy fitness is the way to go, guys.
That's the way to go. Bye-bye, guys.
This fancy chat is now adjourned.
Good
Bye,
night.
everyone. Bye, fancy, fabulous
Good
friends.
night. Good night. Y'all have a
Bye.
blessed evening.